Yo, 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 yo. What up, fam? What up, Prodigy's Prophecy? Fam, bro. How's everyone doing? Um, so, what's up, man? So, today, it's been a couple weeks since I last made a video. I've been busy, but, it's about 9:45 on on Wednesday, the 11th, March 11th, right now. Um, So I just decided to sit down while I had some time, make another video. Just again, stay consistent with everything. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported so far, and has been involved and wanting to be, proactive with me and, fucking some banter, some talk, some fucking live views, some viewpoints on everything, and everyone has different opinions, which is sorry, coronavirus, dude. No, I'm just kidding. But everyone who's been involved in, being a part of the support system of Prodigy Prophecy, and just thinking of topics to even, throw my way and be a part of and engage in with me. I've had here soon. I'm gonna start having a lot of guests, and I know I've been saying that, but there's been a lot of people that have reached out to me to want to sit down and be a guest with me, and you know banter about some of the shit I banter about. I gotta have my buddy Ray Franklin. Obviously, is gonna we're gonna have a deep, in-depth conversation about spirituality and God and things of that nature. And then Matt Chapman, my boy, creator of the E&D podcast. He's now on his own. He's currently, doing his own personal ventures. But, he's still in the same work. He's, we're trying to work together. He's going to help me with some editing because I'm a total noob. And, obviously I could get better, but I'm freaking busy. I'm working 60 hours a week. So, just even making times to sit down and record this and even halfway edit it is impressive for me to even do in my own mind. So let's just go recap. Had my baby shower. It was a freaking blast. It's a good ass time. This weekend we're doing maternity photos in Big Bear. I'm currently in Salinas, close to Monterey. I'm out here working so I'm gonna probably hopefully go to Monterey this weekend, depending if Destry comes up to see me towards the end of my work week, or if we just decide, hey, we're already doing enough this weekend. And also, oh yeah, Shamrock McFlurry. I got a sweet tooth. But so yeah. Obviously we're trying to play it safe. I'm not stressing too crucially it's the end of the world about coronavirus. I personally am not, but better be safe than sorry when Dustry's pregnant. Her immune system is so she had cancer and everything before, so just play it safe. Other than that, we got a lot of shit going on in the world. The NBA, bro. Basketball, the NBA just suspended their whole entire season for the time being because Rudy Gobert, the center of the Utah Jazz, got coronavirus. Kind of crazy. But I'm not going to sit here and be a freaking basic topic, coronavirus, easy thing to talk about. I'm going to be more, I'll address it because it's obviously there, but in doing so, I'm going to more divert towards a faith-based, what do you think's going to happen? What do you really think of what this is? Do you think it's, prophetic? Is it a prophecy, in the Bible? None of us know. It's actually, interesting to even deal with, but it's also not at the level to even worry about yet. So, not trying to say don't worry at all, but, don't panic is the main thing. Just wash your hands, stay clean, all the good, the same shit we've all heard. Um, yeah, but other than that, man, my brother came up from Guam. My oldest brother and his woman and his daughter, they all came up and we had a great weekend. A lot of good catching up and everything, and all of us spent time with family and everything. But yeah, came and it went just as fast. Everything's coming and going just as fast. I'm really hoping my kid's born April 4th. My girl and I both have a gut instinct that's going to be a lot sooner than her due date. I have I'm really hoping for my birthday, April 4th, and she thinks it's going to be early, but not that early. But that's what I'm banking on. If I'm wrong, oh well. But so let's just delve into just some topics that interest me on like an everyday basis, and the main one being attitude. What's your attitude day in and day out? And is your attitude predicated on what happens around you, or do you affect the attitude of everyone else around you? Are you affected by attitudes by by what goes on around you? Or are you the one affecting everybody else? And, I think that's a huge point to happiness is you're not letting outside things, run you, whether you're going to be happy that day or not. Whatever happens that day, that's just a subsection of another good day or a positive outlook. You can't lose your positive outlook because you started today, you forgot to get gas last night, you're running late, and you got in an argument with your significant other, or you left something important at home, like little things like that, like that's just a very minor speed bump in the day and an attitude that you could still have control over till the end of the day, which a lot of people obviously don't do, or there'd be a lot more happier people around the world. You know what I mean? It's you're not whatever to life. You're not cornered into life, like you know what I mean? Like you choose your reactions and you choose your attitude and you choose your everything. It starts with attitude, which creates habits of success. You know what I mean? And to be successful, it's not just, oh, I wake up and I go to work. Whatever my job is. No, it's like you have to have a mindset of success, like an outlook of success. It's not just going through the motions, being a machine, being a robot. It's why are you doing this? Like, is it worth the trade-off that you get back? Like, how do you turn your life with the hours you spend working and et cetera, et cetera? You know what I mean? And for me, I've learned, especially since I cut down drinking a bunch, a lot of my habits and a lot of my, hobbies that I enjoy doing, I'm starting to learn more about myself because I don't just replace it with drinking. I don't replace boredom with drinking. Instead, I do things I like and things that I enjoy and I want to create into something more like this, like podcasts and like several different things I do. Everything I do in life is I'm trying to make an art of who I am, an explanation, a biography, an autobiography of who I am. It's my life. My life is my autobiography, and this is me documenting it and slowly growing with it. It's funny because, I'm starting to be more consistent. I'm starting to find out the balance. I'm starting to get more consistent with my videos, which is good. It shows that I'm improving the mindset that I started this with. But the balance is beforehand I was just living like I was living a life way more like exciting and like worth like easy to catch something like, wow, that guy's skydiving and traveling the country, traveling the world, like this and that. And I was living that life, but I wasn't documenting it. You know what I mean? But then I had that motivation, which created me to document this now. But it's like I didn't have the focus, I didn't have the intentions of being successful in this because I wasn't mature enough. But now I have all that experience, and I also have all that like motivation. That experience and motivation came from those days. But now it's like I've always been like a hardworking man and all that, but it's like I've also been, just making sure all my corners are tight and sealed and solid for when this baby comes. And I'm prioritizing family before I'm prioritizing, hey, I'm gonna go fucking travel the world. It's like it's all in due time. That's what people need to realize. It's like you're not giving up on your dreams. You're just you're putting them on pause till your son's here, old enough to travel with you, and then my son's gonna travel with me, see the world from a young age, and have a different perspective from a young age. And it's just got to get to that point. I can't just be mad that it's not there. It's like good things take time, great things take a lifetime. Rome wasn't built in a day, and my life is going to be Rome. Figuratively speaking, mine and my family's life is going to be a castle on the hill by itself. You know what I mean? And hopefully bringing people up with me to this, beautiful sacred hill with all of our castles. You know what I mean? Like obviously figuratively speaking, but that's why I make these videos. Like, hey, power in numbers, teamwork makes the dream work. Like, I motivate you, you motivate me. I give an idea to you, and then boom, it tethers. It bounces off, and that's why it's cool that I've been getting feedback by people like, Matt Chapman and Ray Franklin and, Gage Preston and, David Macias and, like, obviously tons more who are just, even if they're seeing that it's very rough drafty and very, green, they're seeing that, hey, this guy's message is clear. I'm going to support this guy's message. And then everything else comes with that is what I'm trying to say. It's like, get your message out, get it into the ears, into the brains of people. And there's also, you know what I mean? And then from there, you water those seeds. You water that seed, that big, large seed, and those seeds consistently. And when you do that, you create things that you love. That's why you put the passion into it. That's why I do this. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm paying money to enhance my brand, and to enhance my message. I'm actually paying money into it because it's my passion. It's like I'm not getting paid to do anything or anything like that. Just like, sure, at some point way down the road, that would be awesome. I did create a website. I have a legit website. I have a legit Facebook page with like 3,500 followers. So it's starting to grow. Prodigy's Prophecy, like, vision and brand is starting to grow. I have, I'm getting post reactions and like, engagements, post engagements, and just like, bringing together a place to converse and a place to banter with some random fucking hippie. You know what I mean? Like, and, it's slowly growing, and it's obviously going to take time, and it's obviously going to take effort and finances to really get it to where I want. And obviously, like, my next couple episodes, I plan to have like a nice mic right here, because obviously the recording quality is crap on these last couple of videos because I'm sitting here doing it off my phone and I upload it on the lowest quality on accident. But now, at least on this video, I'm going to upload it on the highest quality and things like that. But it's crazy. If only me and Josh Metzler would start recording. There's an app called Anchor, and me and Josh Metzler may start using that when I'm traveling for work and he's working 2 jobs and everything. We may just start using Anchor when we have our conversations, to where you could basically record both sides of conversations in different places, post it to Spotify, Apple Music, etc., and we can at least get our content as a team out there more consistently, because we have phone call. Like before this video, like an hour and a half ago, I was talking to Josh on the phone for 45 minutes. That's a podcast episode, and it's good content. It's not just fucking, forcing conversation. It's like engaging conversation. It's intriguing stuff. It's world issues. It's sports banter. It's political issues. Obviously, not nothing crazy. We're not like freaking politic pushers or anything. We're just like whatever comes to mind, we're gonna converse about. And it always we have that natural bounce off each other vibe. You know what I mean? It's not it's not crazy. But then I'm really excited to speak with Ray Franklin too. I know he has a very personalized perspective, and it's unique and it's special. It's cool. To me, it's just interesting because it's good. You have intelligent conversation with people like that, which is all I'm looking for, which is all any of us are looking for, in my opinion, which is why that's my whole idea towards what I'm doing, is creating those moments and capturing them. Because I've had those moments hundreds of times in my life, just individually with hundreds of people. Every person I have a conversation with, it gets very engaging and very meaningful and things like that. And I'm like, wow, if I have this much meaningful conversation in my life, I need to start applying that to video and consistency and a message and a little bit more structure. And, I think it's pretty cool thing, and I think it's valuable, and it's something that I'm curious in myself. It's just learning from other people's perspectives, hearing other people's wisdom, kind of seeing why they come from where they come from, and what wisdom they gained from what experiences, and why it shaped their perspective into a certain way. You know what I mean? Because there's lots of different perspectives, but there's lots of different ways of people being successful. I see people that have unhealthy coping mechanisms, but it helps them be successful. You know what I mean? Which is interesting to me. I want to get in the brains of those people. I used to be one of those people, so it's almost like getting in my own brain, but being able to pull the answers out of my old self without feeling that pressure or lack of confidence, which is far gone in my life. I will never have lack of confidence. Probably again, hopefully, that God willing, but yeah, I mean, me and Dusty are super excited about the baby. It's getting really close. I think I can agree. I mean, I can speak for both of us and say that, we're obviously, labor is like the elephant in the room. Everything's exciting except for the labor part. It's all right, fuck. I've never obviously experienced something like this. Luckily, she's had her 2 kids before, and she's done really well the first 2 times. So, God willing, the 3rd time will, hopefully even be easier, and we can have our baby here and start our lives with him, with everything away. But it's all this coronavirus shit, and normally I still am the guy who's sitting there, being sarcastic about the whole situation and all that. But when you got a pregnant girl and you got a baby coming into the world, and you have to do this at a hospital and stuff, you kind of think different. You're but I have faith. I'm a very faith-based person. Until there's no faith left to have, I will choose to have faith in it instead of choosing to be scared, or choosing to cripple myself with fear. I would rather calm myself with faith. I'd rather calm myself with faith than cripple myself with fear, which should be everybody. It's not the hardest thing to do. It takes just consistency in your thoughts. Don't let emotions run your thoughts. Let logic run your thoughts. Let facts run your thoughts. The fact is that you know, we don't know much about anything yet at all. You know what I mean? And, the fact is that I have a kid that's not going to be here in a month, no matter what's going on around this world. So all I could do is have faith that what's going on around my kid is going to be blessed and protected by, God's hand. And that's all I can do. I'm sure my mom was worried when I was coming into the world. I'm sure it happens all the time. You know what I mean? But what is worry going to do? But, I'm freaking happy. I'm good. I'm glad I sat down again. It's like 10 o'clock at night. But, again, I'm just like, all right, come on. Go inside. Yeah, obviously went to McDonald's. I was having the craziest sweet tooth, dude. And I wanted mint chocolate chip ice cream. And I was going to go to Baskin Robbins. But there's a McDonald's right by my hotel. And I remembered that they had the Shamrock Shake, and I like these things. I knew they had the Shamrock Shake. I didn't know they had a Shamrock McFlurry. So, it's been pretty cool. But, I've been getting to where I'm getting to, all that, but, there's always something interesting to talk. There's always the typical hot topic. There's always like the easy, like, plug in topics that, kind of save videos and stuff. But like, I don't take notes. I don't plan out my videos. Every once in a while I'll check at the time. Oh, we're at 22 minutes. Okay. What all have I said? I don't remember. Just talking, really. You know what I mean? I'm going to watch this back. Like, I am kind of OCD when I watch my videos back. Like, while I'm editing them or before I post them. Not because I care what people think, but I'm listening to it from your guys' perspective. I'm disassociating myself with myself, obviously. I'm watching these videos like I'm watching somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm finding out where it's a little bit uninteresting, where it fails to pick up steam, how I transition from topic to topic, or when it is all freestyle thoughts. You know what I mean? It's not like scripted or organized or anything. So I'm figuring out where I'm like, how I'm transitioning into topic to topic of things that come to my brain, and how I just let them out, and just kind of, analyzing myself and my skill set and my comfortability, and how I keep getting either better, where I'm getting better, where I can improve, and things like that. But, it's been a lot of interesting vibes, a lot. One thing I realize is I've become extremely calm compared to the way any of you guys know me. Everyone who knows me, like, I'm always cool, I'm always happy, and I'm always, most of the time I'm chill with everybody, but I'm not calm. Like, for the most part, I'm like the turned up one, or, the one that's quick to get pissed and like kind of like, beyond people. If someone pisses me off, they're gonna know it. I've learned to just be calm with all that, and just like, there's more power, there's more strength in calmness than there ever is in losing it. There's more, there's more like danger in a calm person. You know what I mean? Like, you're very, very calm. You gather your thoughts. You understand what's going on around you at all times. You don't let it get to you on an emotional level ever. You always stay smart. You always stay consistent. And it's crazy because I've been going through things lately that used to just be like the worst. You know what I mean? Like, even being away from my girl when I was traveling for work, it used to be like the biggest deal if I hadn't talked to her on the phone for a few days or something. like, I felt distance. I felt like, all this stuff of being like, and then also just like things that we used to argue about, me and Destry, or me and other people, instead of like, my natural reaction isn't even to let it get to that far, to that point. It's just like, point A to point B, point B to point C, and go all, you just be patient with, the process of understanding and conversation and misunderstanding, and like, you know, perspective of the other person and perspective of how you're seeing things like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, you just learn that shit as you get older, and it's like, I'm at least picking up on it at a decent age, and like being very open and humble to like learning. Like, my biggest thing is like, I learned a lot when I was young, and as I've gotten older, I felt, sometimes you catch yourself being like, oh, I know a lot for my age, and then like which tethers off of what I was going off last week, or whenever that was, which was, don't compare yourself to others. Don't even compare yourself to your age. Oh, I'm better than most people my age. Like, don't do that. Like, I catch myself doing that. That's why I always say, the advice I'm giving in these videos, I'm giving to myself first. It first became advice to me. I thought about it for freaking 6 months before I said a word on it. And that's why I'm comfortable saying it to everyone else. Because I thought enough about it that I know it's true. So it's not like I'm, the almighty, that has all the advice in the world and he lives perfectly. Like, no, that advice comes from me being like, wow, sometimes you catch yourself, hey, I'm doing pretty damn good for a 23-year-old, or I'm pretty damn smart for a 23-year-old. You tell yourself like that, then you're capping out your growth. So it's always yesterday's you, same thing. I catch myself doing it. I catch myself being like, oh yeah, don't forget your own advice. That's why I speak it into existence. So it's an accountability tool for my own self as well as everyone else to grow. You know what I mean? And to have that comfortability even being around me, to be like, oh, I could be myself around James. You know what I mean? James isn't going to ever judge me or think this of me or that or blah, blah, blah. He's just going to be understanding. That's where my gift is. I have a gift of understanding. My biggest gift in my life, I feel, is obviously empathy. Knowing how other people feel, even if they're literally at their deepest depths of hell and they feel like no one will ever understand them, I could bet you I understand you. It's a gift that I was given by God. It's empathy and it's understanding. Like, that's a gift that I've been like really blessed to, feed and learn more about and just grow towards. And that's basically, obviously, the recurring subject of this podcast. Like, for some reason, it's what I always come back to, is like, let's understand each other. Let's be there for each other. Let's not, like, I will be there for all you guys. I want to talk about what's important to you, I don't want you to come onto my podcast and then me pick what you have to talk about. I want you to come on and feel so comfortable that we're going to talk about what you're feeling. You know what I mean? What are you thinking? What's going through your mind? Like, what's kind of some cool, crazy concepts that you want to talk about with me, because you could be comfortable enough to talk to me about it. But, so obviously keep contacting me, keep supporting. The page is going up. We have 3,500 likes or something like that on Prodigy's Prophecy. So it's obviously growing. We obviously need to get going more. There's prodigie'sprophecy.com. I'm going to put it right here. prodigie'sprophecy.com. And here's the logo. Obviously, it's probably been here for like let's hope we're on this side. We'll see the panning of the video, but it's probably on one of these sides, my logo. But I'm going to put prodigie'sprophecy.com. I'll give you guys the name of a Facebook page. Go get a follow and a like. Maybe we'll do, every X amount of like shares or whatever. We'll have some giveaways or some interesting things to just make it more interactive between us all. But well, that's it, man. Like, again, another episode down. That's episode 4. you know, obviously there's a lot of episodes to go, but it's just the more I get behind me, the more experience I got. And, I'm getting really good at just like bam, bam, bam on the, 30-minute shows is kind of look the going rate of what I'm going for, it looks like, because I'm about at 30 minutes and I feel pretty comfortable with the way this one went. So obviously, please like and share my page on Facebook, to get more exposure. It's directly linked to my YouTube, which, obviously I'll also put the link up here to my YouTube every time I post a video. Please just take the 20 seconds, click on the link, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and it'll be easier to see my videos. I'll do snippets, I'll do like smaller ones, so if you can't sit and watch for 30 minutes, and you can still support, you can still have my back. And shout out to obviously all the local hustlers, bro. They're everywhere. There's some I fuck with and there's some I don't, but if you're hustling for the right reason and your intentions are on point, then obviously I fuck with you. It'll always be simple life. My boy Thomas Everest, he saw the video. He was appreciative of the shout out, and he's gonna be sending me some merch for his brand. It's sick clothing line. I'll drop a link in the description as well of his website, his clothing line, and everything. And then obviously Matt Chapman with I believe he's renaming his podcast. He was originally the END podcast, but he's got like close to 30 episodes under his belt. He's going solo now. So me and him are gonna collaborate and basically support each other's shit. And we got obviously my brother, great rapper. He's come back to the game, man. He's been sending me the beats. I got the beats. I know what he's coming up with. He wants me to do a feature with him, so we may be dropping a song soon together. Stay tuned for that. And just gonna be a lot of good vibes and good shit going on, and just like cold combinations of like teamwork make the dream work, bro. And I'm trying to manifest a freaking power squad, and it starts with me and my wife, and obviously my family. That's like the main power squad, and then to branch off to all the people I genuinely trust, and I trust their intentions, I trust their hearts and everything like that, but just stay tuned, take time to watch the video. If I can take time to make it with my schedule, I'd hope you guys could take time to watch it. If you made it this far, you're obviously a supporter. So shout out to everybody who takes the time to support the local dreamer. It's basically what I am. I'm a local dreamer from Tehachapi, California, out here trying to make it, travel the world, take care of my family and let them see the world, let them see the beautiful world. They never have to see any of the negative shit that I had, hit when I was at a low point in life. I hope they never see that. I hope I'm the reason why they never see that. I hope my hard work and efforts pay off, and I hope they could look back on these videos long after I'm gone and be like, man, my dad really cared. My dad was just like a passionate person. He had great values. That's what's important to me the most with these videos. And I hope I could also do the same thing for you guys and whoever else, you guys know that you could show this to. Like hopefully I could just create that vibe around me. That will be my aura. It's just like, it is my aura. But, if I could deliver my aura on a way that everyone can understand, not just be relatable to one group of people or one group of people, but be able to relate to the whole, as a human race of, hey, we like this guy coming from, every walk of life. You can relate to me. That's what I'm trying to get to. But, okay, like I said, thank you, obviously, for watching. It's Prodigy's Prophecy for the rest of forever, dude. Can't wait till Jameson's here, you know what I mean? And there you go. Episode 4 is in the books. It feels good to be knocking these out. Feels good to be getting that comfort, but, it's getting late. I got work in the morning. And then I got a long ass drive home. So just, stay supportive. I'll stay putting out content. I'll stay, being someone that is worth supporting, just a humble local dude, local dreamer, trying to spread positivity and values and respect and, teamwork and things like that, and not even on a cheesy level, on like a, hey man, we're all going through this shit together. Let's fucking find a common goal, common ground, and that is happiness. I know everyone wants to be happy, whether you believe this or that. If you're for this president or that president, or you believe this religion or that religion, like let's at least believe in happiness together and the idea of a purpose in life. Let's start there, branch out from there, and learn from each other's perspectives. But thank you guys for watching, obviously, again. Peace to the Middle East, bro. Fucking Prodigy's Prophecy. I'll see you guys on episode 5 here ASAP, bro. And there's going to be tons of guests rolling in soon that are already interested. I just got to be home long enough to do it. And hopefully we get this shit popping a little bit more. But shout out to everybody who's supported, and everybody who will continue to support. It's much respect, much love. Thank you guys. Love you. Prodigy's Prophecy. Gang, gang.